Welcome to the SHVR Jam here in Shanghai. I'm Ben from Road to VR, and today is day one of this weekend-long event with developers from across China who are all here to create room-scale experiences, room-scale VR experiences for the HTC Vive. In front of me right here is one of 3 of the Vive stations that developers have access to here, and the space here is open 24 hours a day over the weekend for developers to crunch all night into the wee hours, test their experiences, see what works and see what doesn't. And we'll be checking in with them to see what kind of experiences they're working on as the weekend goes along. Of the 5 HTC Vive development systems here in all of Asia, there are 3 here at the office that developers have access to. And they sign up here for a time slot to get a chance to test their experiences, give it a try, find out what's working, come back, and continue to hone it. And on Sunday, the developers will deliver their final builds, and everybody will get a chance to experience what all the other teams have done. There's about 14 teams here across 40 or so developers, and we have developers from here in Shanghai, from China, and also one team from the US. So this is one of the 3 stations set up for developers to not only experience the Vive for the first time, but also after they've all had a chance to see it and understand how to build for it, to test their experiences. And on the other side of this black sheet here, we have another station, and then there's the station you saw before in the main area of the office. And so developers are going to run through today, get a chance to see it, talk with their teams about what kind of things that they want to create around the theme of the Jam, which is ancient China. In addition to 3 HTC Vive development kits, we have Project Quantum. This is AMD's custom-made machine that is specific to virtual reality. It has 2 of their latest GPUs inside, and there's only one of these in Asia, and it is here for developers to be prototyping their experiences on. And of course, the power is very helpful because it can make it easier for developers to hit that 90 FPS threshold without spending too much time on optimization, because they only have about 48 hours here to really get an experience up and running. So we are here on day 1 of the SHVR Jam, and I have Ben from SHVR here.
Hello.
Who is one of the organizers and also part of Transist, which is the office where the event's being hosted, here in this very interesting location. Can you tell us a little bit about Transist and about the place where the office is located?
Absolutely, Ben. So Ben and Ben. So Transist is an early stage investor in businesses that make the world more interesting. We like to invest in stuff like clean tech, biotech, education, and also VR. We think that has some really awesome applications to make the world a more interesting and better place. So where are we? This is a place called Gongyi Xintiandi, which in Chinese roughly translates as heaven on earth for public benefit, as awkward as that sounds. And what this is a old orphanage. So it was built about 100 years ago, and it was used as an orphanage until about the 1970s. Between the 70s and about 5 years ago, it was completely dormant. And then recently, the Chinese government, in cooperation with some local NGOs, refurbished the whole place into what you see now. So it's got these beautiful 100-year-old architecture now with some modern reinforcement. And as you'll see, there's these beautiful trees and pagodas, and it's a wonderful place to work. It's a quiet place in the heart of Shanghai with some great Chinese flavor. And every single group that works in here, every company or every restaurant has some sort of public benefit. So for example, there's a Japanese restaurant that we're going to eat at tonight, and some of the waiters are mentally disabled. And then we, for instance, we do investment in companies that have public benefit. So we've got a great community here of like-minded people in a beautiful space with a lot of history. So.
Awesome. So it's an old place with a lot of history, and now brand new tech happening here, new history being written here in Shanghai. Very cool.